Thank you.
David, stop.
Alafio, hello. Greetings to you. Okay. We're going to start straight away. It is now 6 p.m. You know where your positive mind is. We're in week 5 of our prosperity class. I pray that you are applying the techniques you are learning. Many Europeans are paying me big dollars to teach them what I'm teaching you. You'd be surprised who's into our stuff. Very, very surprised. There's a book that's no longer published that I saw many, many years ago in New York. It was a small little curio bookstore. It was called Magic in Wall Street. An orange cover. You'd be surprised who comes to the Africans. A little extra boost. Okay? So, we're going to start by invoking our ancestors to overlook our work, Ashe, and to empower our work. So give me a rise in honor of your grandmamas and granddaddies. Standing is a sign of respect. So please tune into their hard work, their back-breaking labor, their struggle and desire to survive, and that caused you to be here today. Ibashe Olodumare, we praise Supreme Being. Ashe. Ibashe Bobo, we praise all the African angels. Ashe. Ibashe Eshu, Eshu, we praise the divine trickster. May he trick us into our higher consciousness. Ashe. Ibashe to Oya, Oya, Oya. May she blow us to the heights of the ancestors' heavens. Ashe. Ibashe Bobo Egumbele Olodumare. We praise all the noble and righteous ancestors, those who sat at the feet of the Supreme Being on earth and do so now in heaven. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Egum, who were priests and priestesses, those who preserve the mysteries and the connections to heaven for us today. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Africans buried in Mother Africa's soil. May your bones radiate your knowledge and wisdom. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Egum, who were taken from Mother Africa, those who were stripped of their families, their beloveds, their children, their grandparents, their lives, their motherland. May we look back and say, never again. Ashe. Ibashe to all those who were placed in those ships of wickedness, those that took us from our motherland, to those who were pushed overboard, killed, brutalized, treated inhumanely. May their bones in the Bata Olokun Ashe rise forth and chatter with our tale to the world. Different tongues, different colors, different shades of brown. Realize we are one. Ashe. In fact, I beg the Egungun to enforce our understanding that we are one despite external differences. Ashe. Ibashe to all the Egungun, Native American, those allies of ours, those kindred spirits who look over us and still do, giving us their love, their support, and their medicine. May you rise, Ashe. Ibashe to all the Africans who built North America. May we receive what is our just due, honor, respect, and wealth. Ashe. May we demand honor, respect, and wealth for ourselves. Ashe. Ibashe to all those in this room, all the ancestors who are standing behind you. May you recall that you are not alone, that behind you stand long lines of spirits and supporters. And may you not forget this, and may you turn to them in your hour of need, and may you honor them with love, memory, and ritual. Ashe. Ibashe to this site, this store. May Uma and her husband and family be blessed. Ashe for their hard work, their sacrifices and labor to make this flower bloom. Ashe. May we have wisdom, the green rays of heaven. Ashe. Prosperity, plenty of it, overwhelmingly so, rolling in money. Ashe. And may we start by opening our consciousness to the universe's abundance. Ashe. Okay, what I cannot show you be shown to you by heaven. What I cannot speak be spoken to you by the Spirit. What I cannot reveal be revealed to you by your higher consciousness. May love, support, brother and sisterhood, and forgiveness be amongst us. Ashe. 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 To. I remind you, simple sprinkling of seat. Simple sprinkling of water looks deceivingly unassuming. But water is shot with power. It's a great mystical force. Neither solid nor air. Somewhere in between, like spirits. Right? Who did their homework? Let's see. Let me arm my bow. Who did not do their homework? Practicing, meditating, using your mind's eye. Actually, raise your hands if you did. Who did not practice, who was here last week? Shame, shame again. Raise those hands higher so we can all make fun of you. Yes. You must be treated as you present yourself. That's fair, right? Right, that's fair. Shame. Now, we discussed last week and each week the Oga Eshu. The Oga Eshu is the magical wand of the trickster within you. That magical wand is your mind. Your mind is your wand. It is the one thing you can always control. You can always decide your thought patterns. Yes? You can decide evil thoughts, good thoughts. That's up to you. You can see the half glass full, the glass half full, or half empty. That's on you. And I dared you to see the glasses half full. Right? To see your children as little divine beings. Your enemies as people training you to develop your spirituality. Right? People like that radiate a certain aura. What we call thought sphere, right? A certain positive force comes from them and you're drawn to them. The goddess Ajay favors people who are very optimistic. I'm telling you, she likes people who are sunny side up. No matter what's happening, they find the sunny side of that thing. They could be on their deathbed and they're busy consoling other people, their beloved family members. They're not worrying about what's happening to them. But that takes what? Responsibility. That's right. You must take responsibility for your wand, for your own mind. I can't do that. Orisha can't do that. Olodumare cannot do that. That's on you. So, let's write a magic word on the board. Oh, such a dangerous word. That's what, right? Responsibility. I need a Y, right?
T-Y.
Responsibility. Right?
Yeah.
Accountability. See, the spirits tell me things about the next coming class before it occurs. Things to focus on and pin down. They say the village is not taking enough responsibility for their thoughts. You're not pushing hard enough to change your thought body. You're still falling into the habits. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll think positive tomorrow. I'll affirm myself next week. Right? You have to understand. You know, last class I mentioned quartz crystals? That you shouldn't be using them. Don't be wearing quartz. Don't have it around your house. Wrap them in silk and put them away somewhere. That's clear quartz crystals only. Clear quartz is not physical. It vibrates faster than light. It is liquid light, actually. According to the sacred teachings. It represents Olodumare's mind. A clear quartz is as clear as heaven's mind. When you wear them or have them around you, they amplify thought. Good thought, bad thought. What some call the straight path thought or crooked thought, crooked mind. So, unless you are in command of your thought, you should not be wearing those things, using them, because you may harm someone. A quartz crystal is hexagonal. There are some 7-sided quartzes, but most are 6-sided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. The human aura is hexagonal. 6-sided. When a beam of light comes through, a photon comes through one side facet of a quartz, it doubles to 2. That's why it glitters. It sparkles, huh? It becomes 2 beams. When it hits another facet, it becomes 4 beams. It amplifies. The human aura is shaped like a hexagonal form, like a beehive. By the way, if you don't like bees, if you're allergic to them, you want them to leave you alone, it'll work. Visualize yourself in a 6-sided figure. They will leave you alone. They won't find you threatening. Try it.
Yeah, mosquitoes.
Oh, well, I'm working on that, believe me. Those who know me know I'm working on that one.
So you think of a dimension of like flat on top, in the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 on the bottom. Right? When you have thought, I'm giving you a little seldomly mentioned metaphysics here. This is you in the center. The cause. You send a thought out. That thought hits a facet of your aura and doubles. Then it's thrown to another part of your aura and quadruples. Then hits another part and octaves. You see? Eventually you create a net of consciousness around you. If you have dark rays, you draw dark things to you. This is a force field, a field of force, mental force. Positive thoughts draw positive things from the universe. So you have to take responsibility for how you're thinking. And how do you know how you're thinking? Show me your life. If your life is fulfilled, prosperous, joyous, peaceful, then I will assume you are thinking fulfilling, prosperous, joyous thoughts. Wherever your life is stuck, change your thought about that area of your life. Watch it change. But no one seems to believe, very few believe me when I say it's so simple. They want rituals and drums and herbs and chickens and goats. You can, we'll do it if you like. But thought rules. And that you can always control. Let's demonstrate the power once again, because I must keep repeating this when they keep telling me. You watch the news, gives you frightful thoughts, right? Danger, threats, harm. Reading the papers, Don't look at the news before you go to sleep. Don't do it. Because this is happening. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm a high priest, a metaphysician who studies the science of spirit. I am telling you, if you project these thoughts into yourself, they will amplify. Eventually, you draw yourself into an accident. Right? If you keep thinking about it, you draw yourself right into it. You want crystal clear thought, where light goes right through, like a quartz crystal. Right? Some of you may have those cloudy quartzes. Guess what that will do? Cloud your thought. Leave them alone until you get solid, okay? I'm going to wave Eshu's magic wand, the Oga Eshu. Recall the Oga Eshu does what? Draws anything it needs instantly from the universe. And the Orisha, the god, the angel or Eshu, can draw something to him instantly. When you pray to him, you can make things happen instantaneously. He's like Quicksilver, very fast. So I'm speaking in octaves and tones now. Let's break out in chants, I'm not sure I could. Okay. I'm past puberty. I'm trying to think of my age. I'm definitely past puberty. That should be happening. Okay. Positive and negative. Okay? What we call in Yoruba, the front and the back. Right? The front is the positive. The back is the negative. Positive, we'll start with the negative. Some thoughts that we generate in our crystal sphere. Okay? You're the crystal. Believe me, you're the crystal. When you're clear, you generate light like a crystal. Be a conduit of light. It takes many years of training though. Many years. But sometimes your thoughts control you. And if you're wielding a crystal, you harm someone else. That's big karma. Big old karma, believe me. Okay? So you're in kindergarten of thought training, 101. And if you can make it through a week, I will hide every crystal in heaven's great earth here from you. If you can't go 1 week commanding your thoughts, how can you handle a crystal? A day. Yes.
Before I was saying this class, I would do this all the time when I would grow up. If a bad thought would come in my mind, I would chastise myself for thinking about it, and I would get it out of my mind immediately.
And how? By doing what?
I would push it away. I would think about something positive. And if I keep, I've done this. I've tried to see how long I can keep a negative thought out of my mind.
That's the trick. Remember this one?
I'm saying I naturally would do that without anybody ever telling me that.
I see. You must have learned that somewhere then. Past life or somewhere in your experience.
I guess I would say.
Negativity is like gravity. It has weight to it. It's heavy. Right? Positivity is light. It kind of floats. Is it easier to fall down the stairs or to walk up the stairs? Much easier just to be negative. Life will support that very quickly. It takes effort, sweating to climb. We will accept no lazy Africans of thought. I'll give one more example before I move on with this little exercise I'm going to do. In early 70s, medicine people, healers, and priests began simultaneously receiving visions of destruction of North America, of the east and west coast being devoured by the sea gods. Just these dreams we're having. Right? Elders gathered and said, we must change this. We hope we can change this before it's too late. The Sea Mother said, your thoughts and emotions are so destructive. I must reflect you by destroying you. I will show you what you are like to me. So I'm going to take half of your great country. Two sides. We elders gathered, chanting, praying, invoking, clearing our crystals as elders. Our minds cleared. In the mid-80s, we received spontaneously visions from certain, based upon the tradition. But a certain spirit would come and say, it is done. We weren't sure if it would work. We were taking a risk. But we changed the thought sphere of the area, appeasing that spirit. So don't worry, move to California. Yep, don't worry about it. She said, I won't eat it now. I'm not hungry anymore. You fed me. We changed the thought through prayer and incantation, sending out a new energy from our clear minds, sparing many, just a few elders. You see? So you can change stuff by changing your thought. Few believe us. We keep saying it. And we will keep saying it. Huh? Alright, so let's have you wave your wand of Eshu. Your mind. Let's talk about beliefs. Right? I'm going to give you some negative, weighty, heavy, gravitational beliefs. Then I'm going to use the magic spell of the opposite word. Reverse the negativity. One belief. Only cheats get ahead in life. Do you believe that one? Only if you're sneaky, rotten, and backstabbing, you really get ahead. What? Versus what?
Only honest, hard-working people get ahead in life.
Honesty gets me ahead. What's the rule of the spell? Whatever you say, you're right. Remember that, right? If you say I'm nobody, you're right. If you say I'm somebody, you're right. There's never enough time to get everything done in my day. Versus, I have all the time I need to get everything done gracefully. I should be able to do it all by myself. Versus, I can ask for help when I need it. People don't like to see my emotions. Versus, people are supportive of my emotions. If you walked around believing people support my emotions, you radiate that thought, it will amplify twice, 4, 8, 16, and draw to you that reality. Whites have all the good breaks in life. I got you there, right? Versus, blacks have great breaks too. Think about it. Make it so.
Yep.
Black people have great breaks too. You start to see it, right? You start to perceive it. Huh? Men are all dogs.
I stopped feeding the alcohol.
Good response. She said, stop feeding them alcohol. That's clever. That's clever. A very astute one. Very good answer. Versus, men can be generous and loving. Right? Now you're going to do it for me. I'm going to give you the negative thought, you give me the positive. Practice makes perfect. It is safer not to confront anyone because then you can't get hurt. I'll say it again. It's safer not to confront anyone because then you can't get hurt. Who wants to take a dive into the light? Yes.
You never know until you try.
You never know until you try. Give yourself a shot. Anyone else?
Say it again, repeat it.
It's not safe. It's not safer to confront anyone because then you can't get hurt. It's safer to not confront. That way I don't get hurt. If I don't confront you, I won't get hurt.
If you don't confront someone,
It's safer to confront someone because you're going to get hurt again because they keep doing the same thing over and over again.
Okay. That'll work. That'll work.
sometimes the truth hurts.
Yes. And I can take it. I shake. Use your wand.
No one can hurt me unless I allow them to. So I'm confronted.
No one can hurt me unless I allow it. That's how masters think.
If you continue, if they know that they're intimidating you and you don't confront them, they will continue to
Continue.
intimidate you, so you have to make a stand.
Take a stand for yourself.
Confront you or not.
I shake. Let's take that one.
Yeah.
No, what? Say it again.
No one can hurt me unless I allow them to. So I'm confront them anyway.
That's very high in the crystal realms.
The way it was said that you are not a victim, you cannot become a victim unless you allow yourself.
Unless you choose to. Now, someone can say to me, well, I do get hurt though. I mean, the person was rude and nasty and just attacked me. And if I wanted to be profound with you, I'd say, attacked who? Who are you? They attacked your ego? Oh, your ego was hurt. Okay. Is that you?
All there is.
Ah. Or are you an infinite divine being beyond pain and pleasure? Watching your ego get hurt. My ego's getting beat up. Ooh. That's how masters live. They think because you're a master, you go off some mountain somewhere, you become some recluse. No. You watch yourself now and you enjoy the play. Oh, look at me being cursed out. Look at me crying. Look at me having fun. And you watch yourself. You're totally disengaged. You can't hurt me. Ah, very good. You're getting good. Here's one. You know, I should take care of everyone else.
No, I should take care of myself.
That's a good one. I should take care of myself. I should save myself first. Me first.
All else follow.
Free your mind, as Invoke says, and the rest will follow. I can take care of myself best. Here's a good one. Everyone's out to get me.
Everyone's out there.
Ashim. If you walk through life really chanting that, everyone's out to help me. You're out to help me, you're out to help me, you're out to help me. You will see the help come. Even when they're harming you.
That's right.
You will see the help in the harm.
In your book, Prosperity
Yes.
Secrets,
Yes.
everyone and everything prospers.
Ashim. Everyone and everything prospers me now. Your nasty comments are prospering me. Your evil eyes prospering me. That only happens to those who take accountability for their thoughts. Otherwise, it overwhelms you. Everyone's out to help you. Think about that. Let's take a moment on that one. Think of everyone in your life. Your mom, your dad, your kids, your friends, your partners, your enemies, your boss. Look them in your mind's eye and say, you're out to help me. Think of someone you hate, you can't stand. In your mind's eye, say, you're out to help me. Someone tell me how they see that person helping them now. How do you see that being true? Someone tell us. Yes.
Well, I had a boss that I had to continue getting into confrontations with, but it helped me understand how well I can fight.
I see. So the fight taught him his strength. When we sing to Eshu in Yoruba, the little shuffler, Eshu always shuffles when he comes. He takes on one foot like this. Huh? He likes to wink a lot when he comes. We say, Modukwe Eshu. Thank you, trickster. We always thank him, saying, thank you for showing me I needed this experience to learn a new power of mine. You get burned so bad, it's disgusting. You better say, thank you for showing me my naivete. Thank you for the lesson. The next time, I don't repeat it. Oprah show called it gratitude. We say, Modukwe. Everyone's out to help me. Say it.
Everyone's out to help me.
Think of what you just said. Just think about it. Say it again.
Everyone's out to help me.
They're out to help you. They're resolved to help you. One more time. Breathe the charm.
Everyone's out to help me.
Think of the people who you thought that wasn't true for. And you'll see help come. That's the power of the wand. Okay? But how do you get this? You practice. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? Practice. Right? Okay. I never have any luck. I never win anything.
You calling that on yourself.
You're right. And then you can explain it. How that really works. I always have lots of luck. Every day in every way. I have luck all day for me. Luck, 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 luck. Lots of luck.
Luck follows me wherever I go.
Wherever I go, there's luck, like my shadow. Right? My mailbox is painted gold. Those who've seen my house. I spray painted that sucker gold. I went to a class on feng shui with some, mostly Europeans. I saw a little ad for it and I went, it was a free class. I sat in. Mostly, you know, white women actually. And feng shui is the science of placement, house arrangement, and space arrangement for benefit and prosperity. And one woman said, how do you start getting good stuff in the mail? I knew the answer back then. No melanin, no answer. The key is paint your box gold. It's that simple. Put something gold, pretty on your mailbox. You'll start getting good mail coming to that box. Guaranteed. Because when I see that gold, I think good things. I project good rays. Yeah, you got it. It's a little trick, a little secret. Use it. Run with it, Ashe. People always use me. Always take advantage of me. Versus, I create my own reality. Nobody uses me. I create my own reality. If I'm used, I'm choosing to be used. And if you do that, you might enjoy being used sometimes. You're not upset about it. You're trying to use me. This is cute. This is fun. Hey, I know exactly what's going on. It's fine. You do your little game. That's cute. Ooh, I'll play along. Oh, no sweat up your back, right? No drama and trauma over it, huh? I can never get ahead. Versus, I get ahead very easily. One way or the other, I'm getting ahead. You gotta work very hard to get ahead. Work harder. Johnny, Mary, work harder.
Harder, work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder. That's Ifa. Paint your box gold, don't worry about it. Work smarter, not harder. She. Life isn't fair. Life is not fair. Versus what? You tell me.
Life is what you make of it.
Life is what you make
Of it.
Life is what you make of it. She. Life is always fair. If you believe that, you become a wise person. You will see.
Fair, it's scary.
Huh?
It's almost too fair.
Yes. I thought you said it's scary.
I said it's almost too fair, it's scary.
Yeah. When you believe that, you'll see how fair life is. How you deserve exactly what you got. By what? State of consciousness. By right of consciousness. The universe will not give you what you did not earn by consciousness. If you've got it, you earned it some other point in your life. My goal with this class is to clear Quartz you. Right? Because if he is a 6-ray aura, and he has one, and they start shooting the same thought, it doubles in him, and doubles in him, so it quadruples in one blow. You see what I'm saying? And it keeps hitting. You get a pod of people who are positive, it can change the world. A small crew can transform the world. But start at home. Right? Your partner's getting on your nerve, that last nerve you got hanging off, but get on it. You are prospering me. You are empowering me through this act. Believe me, it works. Believe me, it works. Huh? I need some special someone to make me happy. Happiness comes from within. I'm happy with myself, and I'm happy with someone else. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm happy alone, and I'm happy in partnership. Yay for me. Right? I'm the only one who can get the job done right. I'm one of many who can do this job well. I'll never change. That's how I am. Versus, I am constantly evolving. I am ever changing and growing. Nothing's worth doing anymore. Oh, who cares? Who cares? Life is worth doing. Life is rich, worth living. You can save a lot of young people with this kind of thought process. I used to teach, right? I've seen suicidal youth. Despair surrounding them, dark crystal. You throw in one ray, it amplifies. They love you. Thank you for that one word you said to me. It amplifies. Because the law says where light is, dark cannot be. So what I want to see is a bunch of Africans with their crystal auras shining, not a word spoken, hitting people in the street, in the store, in the playgrounds, You with me? You have much power, you just don't know it. I'm better than everybody else. I'm number one. And you're not. You're number two. Versus everyone's equal. We're all equally good. I'm as good as anyone else, and you're as good as anyone else also. I'll never be happy. Never be happy. It just keeps happening to me. Different day, same old poop. Versus, I'm always happy. Masters are happy when they're sad. Why? They're watching their egos be sad. Ooh, you're crying. That's interesting. Why are you crying? Oh, no one loves me. Really? I love you. But you're not someone. You're just a spirit. Oh, okay. Whatever you say, you'll be right. Huh? And they send you on your little journey of pity. And they watch the play called Pity. Huh? $3. Dress nice. Curtains up. Watch yourself go through your pity drama. Huh? Finally, no one loves me or takes care of me right. No one loves me right. Versus, she said, love yourself. Just the way you said it. Love yourself. Go.
I am loved and lovable.
I am loved and absolutely lovable.
Absolutely.
They don't believe us. Keep telling them.
They believe us.
Believe us?
They
Okay.
believe us, Papa.
Well, affirm you believe us. It's that simple. But we like complications sometimes. We give you all complication ways of doing it. Fancy twists and turns and rolls and spins. But if you can walk around saying, I'm absolutely lovable, and say it over and over and over for about 3 months, people will adore you eventually. Like a song you hate, you hear it long enough, not so bad. That's a cute tune. Huh?
Sometimes you hear it too, it sounds cute, but it's not saying anything, just get it right.
Just hearing it makes you like it more. Okay, now, you get the idea? I beat a dead horse, I hammered a driven nail, I pounded you, poked you up with a staff. Now,
Let me ask you a question.
Ashi,
Can you possibly, isn't a change of attitude is important? Because if you say these things positive about yourself, yet you still carry yourself arrogantly and selfishly, you can't be rewarded for that.
yes, that's the magic of the staff. You say it long enough, it becomes so. Even if you don't believe it. I love my bills. I love creditors. Huh? Because it shows me if someone has faith that I can fulfill my obligations. Now you won't believe that for about 4 or 5 months. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm glad you called me. Oh, this is AT&T. This is a Visa. Huh? But if you affirm that you don't believe it, you don't believe it yet, but you try to affirm the light will make it so. It's that simple. Just do it. Así, sí, señor.
Wouldn't one say that you're faking it?
Yep. And as Oshun says, fake it till you make it. Because it's magical. This is an Orisha. That's a god, an angel, right? Who has a magical wand called Oga. Who has magical effect. Your words, your thoughts can change things mysteriously. Huh? You're full of magic, yes.
I read something of interest. It said there are a number of books on the market that talk about prosperity.
Yes.
But they miss the mark because even though they give the affirmations and whatever else you should do in order to bring prosperity to you, they miss the point of telling people that you have to act it every day.
Yes.
It's one thing to do your affirmations for 5 minutes in the morning and in the evening or whatever, but then if the rest of the day you're talking about, oh, I'm worried about these bills, where
you can't counteract what you said.
Exactly.
You can't undo what you've done.
So you've got to have this positivity piece.
Yes. Locked in. It's called congruency. Where each part dovetails with the other, lines up. But we're starting you simple. Just keep your thought on one track, one positive track. That will pull in the emotional response of positive feelings. Right? I am somebody. But black is beautiful, black is beautiful, black is beautiful. You're being hanged, lynched, hosed, burned, torched. But in all of that you're saying, black is beautiful, black is beautiful. And lo and behold, black becomes beautiful. You wear afros, you wear kente. You make it true, despite any evidence. You see?
You're becoming the thing.
Yes. You're becoming
whatever it is.
the possibility.
It is the process.
Eshu is Lord of possibilities, potential. Your mind is the source of your potential. The difference between a great performer and a so-so is one believes they're great. When you become really excellent, the only difference is a mind game. The Olympic gold winner had a better mindset. They're all equally talented. Come on, they can all do the lutzes and spins. But one's mind is more locked into their higher potential than the other. Right?
You constantly do the positive thinking and the affirmations, and all of a sudden negative thoughts come in. When you've done it like all day,
yes,
you can feel it drop. Yeah. More so than like I know it's like when I'm feeling down, you can actually feel the drop
of energy
to before, where when you wiggle back and forth, you feel it. But when you're constantly doing the affirmations and you stop and you start thinking negative, you feel it.
Literally. Did y'all hear what she said? She said that basically when you start getting in the habit of using your wand, a positive mind, clear crystal mind, and a thought, let's say at the end of the day comes in a negative thought, you actually feel like a weight. It's like a physical response when you start thinking negative. It becomes unnatural to your physical being.
You start to catch yourself more often when you're talking negative.
Yes, you're like more aware of it. That was a negative thought I just gave you.
In the middle of talking, you're like, you're talking to this thing, you're observing yourself.
You're watching yourself. So, how will you talk? Positively. I'm asking you. Positively. How will you talk?
Positively.
How will you see yourself? Positively. How will you see your finances? Positively. How will you see your children? Positively. How will you see your mates? Positively. Everyone is empowering you. Every single thing in the universe empowers you.
Every single thing in the universe empowers me.
Does the slave trade empower us? If we so claim it, it's a lesson. And it will strengthen us. If we want to whine, then we'll have whining. Whatever you say, you're right. We're at the tip of the iceberg. Then what we do, this is the large thing. After you've obsessed yourself with positive thinking. Obsession means a thought that keeps recurring over and over and over. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to get there. I'm going to be somebody. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. You become obsessed with that thought. Then we go to your spirit. Your subconscious self, your emotional self, it speaks a different language. It speaks in symbols, colors and pretty pictures, glyphs, as in hieroglyphs. You reinforce your behavior with spiritual power. You may not know what the thing I'm saying means, but it will work. It will work because they're names of Olodumare. The name of Olodumare that creates green things, green force. Ra. Last night, I had a client and her son come by. The son is very bright, very talented, particularly in gifted in sports. He's winning awards and getting recognition. Very, very strong. They were concerned about him becoming lazy in his schoolwork, just kind of blowing it off and saying whatever. And he's got scholarships in his past and all kinds of recognition academically also. I said, bring me the child. Asked Ifa, what will help the child? So I will help the child. Last night, about 15 minutes left in our session, I said, now we're going to get ready to show you who you really are. Sat him down, brought Batala. I said, lay in a certain position. Just sit there in a certain position. And visualize a certain color and a certain image. And I prayed in Yoruba. About 15 minutes. I said, Ashe, we're finished. He couldn't move. His body was stuck in that divine gesture. This is like a 12-year-old kid, he didn't know anything about this stuff. I said, you can come out, I could see him. But his body wouldn't move. Because his spirit locked into his positivity through certain angles of motion. I said, how do you feel? He goes, powerful. 12 years old. Powerful. Like he didn't even understand. I said, are you calm? He goes, yes, I'm very calm. They called him hyperactive, Ritalin. You see where they're going with him?
That's bad.
I said, bring me the child. We will fix that. So you do the mystical movements. You see Egyptian glyphs there. Certain vowels and things. These are angles that press upon your organs and your glands to stimulate certain things. Like in Kung. Wax on, wax off. Certain gestures you do. Certain things you do with the hands. They create certain pressures of spirit. Taking you there. You don't have to believe me. You'll go. Like this 12-year-old boy who knew nothing of spirit. Consciously. So, we'll spend our last 5 minutes. First, I'm going to press you to think positive. Clear your crystal. Y'all want to wear your quartz, I know. You love quartz, black folks love the quartz crystal. There's a reason for that, but we're not ready for it. We're not yet worthy to carry that spirit. Clear your mind. Catch yourself thinking negative thoughts or saying negative. It's worse to say it. Because you've manifested it. Once you've spoken it, right? It's done. I tell people who I do couples relationship work with, couples, I said, in my many years of this work, I've discovered one thing that has been the absolute source of most divorces. One wrong word. One day you just said the wrong thing. That was it. They never forgave you. That's true. They carry on pretending, no, I love you. But oh, you said it. Words have great power. Think about it. Most breakups, like one wrong thing said. Do you wish to know the remedy for that? So you don't do that by accident? Whenever you speak to someone, imagine your third eye saying it. Speak like you're speaking from here. Just trust me on that one. It will work. It's impossible to speak negatively if you're imagining your third eye saying the words. If you think your voice is saying it, you can say negative things. But your heart says it, it can speak negatively. Solar plexus can speak negatively. Passion can speak negatively. But third eye cannot. That's a whole class why that is. Because there are different planes of consciousness. Yes.
Can you do this also too? Speak to another person, a sister. I would say me, a male, a sister, how you would want to be spoken to yourself.
That's the wisest way to do it. Speak to those the way you wish to be spoken to.
Always.
And even if they don't, you thank them. I was nice to you, you're rude to me. Thank you. You are evolving me. Thank you. If you fall apart, watch yourself falling apart. Don't become the falling apart. Don't commit to that. The drama. Get in the audience and pay your ticket. Watch yourself. If you're frightened, right? You're driving, you're frightened. Watch yourself being frightened. And you'll still be able to control the car. Your heart's going, oh, my heart's going. Ooh. I'm very present though. I'm not in the fear. I'm over it. Don't deny the fear. Let it be. On stage. I'm getting too far out. Okay. But I digress. So, you know what to do. We have just a couple of minutes. I want to get a little vibration out sonically. I want you to slap the ethers with this sonic wave. Like a big puddle of water. Because you are a crystal. Viruses have a 6-sided atomic structure, like quartz crystals, like human carbon-based life forms. First thing you do, you tell me. Use the orange one then. See? Yes, you tell me. We have just a few minutes. First thing you do.
First things.
Visualize what you want.
Visualize what you want.
See, feel, hear, taste.
See, feel, hear, taste, touch, smell is what you want. Go back to last week's money that you declared that you will claim.
Wait, can you actually see money like this in your house?
Sure. You can see money falling out the windows, out the vents, blowing in. The smell, fresh, crispy money. Ooh, my favorite kind. Huh? Yes. It's sticking to you. See it, smell it, feel it, taste it. Where's our sister who's going to college? She's not here today. Alright? She'll be there very soon, I saw her.
She's already gone.
Oh! She. Okay, focus your minds now. I want you first, before you close your eyes, actually to look at this star. The star of the goddess of money and of manifestation. Get it in your mind's eye sharp, like a falcon's beak.
Oh yeah, I have a question about symbols.
Yes.
Why the reason why we use certain lines to say this is certain symbol? What's the power of lines playing and creating a certain symbol?
Symbols are representations of the movement of energy. Circularly, squarely, triangularly. They represent energy's movement. And the mystics know what symbols move energy which way. They're like wires of consciousness. That makes sense? Okay, and they're universal.
Same thing we was talking about, the position of the body.
Yes. Right? If you sit this way a long time, like this, or like this, fist to fist, I know exactly what's going to happen to you. You're going to start feeling divine.
Like this?
If you sleep.
Or just lay like this.
How about the mat, the tombs, the kings?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Canes across the
Exactly. You with me? If you take this, like this, okay sign. Bring your hands together like this. And place it 45 degrees in front of your heart. Like so. You will experience deep calm. All fingers must touch. These two are not touching. Two circles. And you hold it in front like this. Watch. Do it for a few seconds. Just a few seconds. More seconds. Who feels suddenly calmer?
Well, I was calm anyway, but I felt like I was.
Yeah.
I wasn't deep and I was breathing, but I was like almost like when I'm asleep.
Yes.
Barely.
This gesture returns your soul to your spirit.
So your soul.
Well, the Egyptians would say your ka flies to your ba.
So
in this gesture.
So the soul and the spirit live forever.
No, just the spirit. The soul can die.
How can it die? But
it's not immortal. Your emotions are your soul. Soul and emotion, same thing.
So when you dream in your sleep, that's your spirit.
That's your soul. Unless you're evolved, then it's your spirit.
You're saying the spirit takes over the soul.
If you're evolved.
If I'm saying I've been in dreams where I say I'm dreaming, I'm looking around like I'm dreaming.
That's not your spirit. That's your soul or your mind, one or the other. We get complicated now. So, back to our star. Back to our star. See the star? See it over an ocean? A vast, beautiful sea. A moonlit sky. Feel the mist of the air, hear the crashing waves. See this star over the ocean, in front of the moon. See the sea? Stars all over the sky. Like a blanket of pearls. See the ocean begin to open up. The star sends a beam to the sea, and the oceans begin to open themselves, and a beautiful black goddess, rich, wearing gold and diamonds, finery. Deep from the sea comes. Her name is Ajay. Her eyes are stunning. And she drips of cowries. Behold the wealth of the seas. It's overwhelming. She's so dark and beautiful. The stars above her head. The winds blow gently, salt air. Now see your goal. You're on the beach. Feel that car. Feel that account grow. Smell it, taste it, feel it, hear it. Walk into it. How does it feel to have this money? How do you walk? What's your posture like now? How do you speak? How do you hold yourself? Stay on that beach. Open your mind to the beach. She's watching you as you do this. Impress her. Make her feel what you feel. Feel it. You want this so bad. Admit it. Claim your wealth. Assume the golden pyramid. Place your hands in the golden pyramid position by your temples. And 2 bird beaks by your temples. Fingers flat, these 3 join like a bird's beak. Now focus on what you want. See that account come through? Focus your mind on your dream in front of her. Impress her with your concentration. It's already there for you. Keep it going. Impress her. It's so clear, like a photo. Be in it. Smell it. You want that account. You want that car, that new house. Unleash your desire for it now. Oh, you want it so sweetly bad. Still your mind. Now you will talk to her. You will sing to her in the universe. Assume the fist position. Your fists facing each other. Not touching, just facing each other. In front of your heart. Arms up straight. Parallel to the earth. Keep your eyes closed, focused. Your mind is your lens. See before you the scene of what you want. You in that car, the account seal, the checks in the mail. See yourself winning and getting what you're focusing on. The lottery hits. Look into mother's eyes now. Aji. Project your image to her eyes. And talk to her. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. And 4 silent. 4 loud. Hurrah, hurrah. 4 whisper. Hurrah, hurrah. 4 loud. Hurrah, hurrah. 4 whisper. Whisper, whisper. Hurrah, 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 hurrah. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah. Pretend. See yourself in the scene chanting. Chanting in your car. The whisper from the third eye. Whisper from the third eye. Talk to her. Call it. Feel the new coat you want to buy. Reject from that third eye. Talk to the universe. Draw the ancestors to you. Draw the ancestors to help you achieve. Speak the language of heaven. Feel that new car, the leather seats. You can't believe you won the lottery. Feel the thrill. Call it Africans. Command the universe again, African. Oh! Talk to Mother Ajay. She's there. Infinite wealth is there. You can have it. Take it. You can have it. Yes, you can have this. You're a child of the universe. Let her know what you mean through your chant. You're black. Use some soul. Use your blackness to help you now. Get your groove on. Get it good now. Take it. Use it. That's it. Take it. Yeah. Feel the green ray. Feel it. Take the car keys. Open your car. The accounts come in. They're flooding in. Yes, you're winning. You're winning. You got it. Call your spirit, I see. Call it, I should draw it to you. Taste how sweet money is. I like this money stuff. It's nice to go to a movie and not worry. Take more, please. Yes, 2 cars now, please. 42 accounts. Open to the wealth of the sea. You can't drain the sea of water. So claim more. See all your coworkers rich too. Independently so. A fleet of new cars. All your black African power. Yes. Yes. One African. You know you want it. You can be a movie star, sure. Oh. Call it. Become it now. Be the #1 performer on your team now. See it this day right here. It's yours now. You can make it happen. Pull it up. Use the sound. Put it on. Wear it. Put it on. Feel it. Ashi. 3 more. Claim it. Call it to life. Command it to life. Rest, 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 Ashi. Ashi. Yeah, I think we might. Ashi. You have set the ethers in motion. So continue commanding your mind this whole week. The chant you've done for only 10 minutes will carry you for a week. You may hear the chant just spontaneously appearing in your ear. Let your spirit chant for you. And wear your wand well. Ashi. Thank you so much. We shall see you next week. May your crystal be clear. Oh yes, the affirmation is a